Hey everyone, welcome back to my workbench. So, for tonight, a little excitement, a little boring. So this is the Intellivision True 16 controller. Yes, that's right. 8 micro switches inside. So you'll get all 16 directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All 16 ways. So now it's just a matter of wiring it up. I already have it figured out. I just have to get through and actually wire it up. So I modified my overlay holder so everything lines up really nice now. As always, ambidextrous design. I pushed this up as far as I could. They have a good wrist rest for the joystick. Again, lefty, righty. I try to keep the same general theme, like on the 5200, the keypad's on the bottom, start buttons are on the top. So I kept that theme. So the same thing with the Intellivision controller is this is going to be the numeric keypads on top. So I got this little overlay holder, and the buttons line up just right. Next print I do, I'm going to put a little more chamfer on it, but that's the next one down. There we go. I put a little more chamfer along here and a little on the edges, so it'll slide in just a little easier. But this is just fine for a prototype. The fit is great now. Everything is as it should be. But yeah, you can see how good the alignment is now on this. So yeah, next up, wiring it up. And like I said, the whole craziness all fits in here now. I am going to have to bend one tab a little bit on the second deck, but there she be, and it's a matter of wiring it up now. I'm going to have two versions of this. This is, of course, for the Intellivision 2 and the Sears Video Arcade, I think it's called. And then I'm also going to have it for the Intellivision 1. This one's going to have, of course, it's going to be, this is beige for the Intellivision 2, because Intellivision 2 is beige. Intellivision 1's going to be black with gold accents, and it'll have the 100,000 spaced DuPont style connector on it, so you can just plug directly in. There's no adapter cables or anything, you just plug it in directly. So you don't have to worry about that. Still trying to figure out pricing on this, because I need to figure out when I actually start assembling what the labor is going to look like. So shouldn't be too bad, because the amount of labor, ironically enough, is probably it's definitely going to be less than my other controllers, because the other controller, oh no, I take it back. A lot of my labor is hooking up to keypads, and this technically has two keypads. That's the magic. You go one keypad on top of the other, so that way when you press, you get the rows and the columns. Anyways, but yeah, that's coming soon. I just finished up working on a dual stick classic that's boxed up, ready to go. And now I have a dual stick overlay compatible. So when it comes off the CNC, well, it's upside down. When it comes off the CNC, I put a layer of this nice textured surface here, so it's very similar to what the original 5200 had, and put this nice silver stripe on it now, so you can actually, so it matches the system very well. And now it's for, I wouldn't say boring, but the whole steps to making the dual stick controller takes a little while, because now I have to wire the darn thing up. That's why the dual sticks cost a bit more than the single stick stuff. I just had to go through and adjust all my prices. So I was just figuring out my cost of materials and the labor. Some of the labor on these things just kill. How like to build up one of these controllers takes, a dual stick takes over 2 hours. So it takes a while from like start to finish. So had to bump some prices up. So if you bought before, good job, you got a better deal. But now it's just like, oh, trying to get these made and figuring how much actual labor there is and all that fun stuff. This is the relaxing part. I get to go through and cut out where all the, it's kind of like ASMR here. I get to cut out all these little circles here. Poke some from the back. So we know where they're at. And I left my marking thing in the other workbench. That's not good. That's fine. I'll grab that in a minute. So now you get to watch me build up a controller. And these dual sticks take a while. I mean, they're cool. I'm glad people order them, but they are a bit of work to get all the way through. There you are. And you'll see, like with the dual stick, with the overlays, there's an extra process I have to do for that. But now this is the relaxing bit here. Just go through and cut the overlay material. I think this is shelf liner maybe, so it's pretty durable. It's meant to stand up to like people throwing stuff on top of it. So knock on wood, it should hold up. And same thing with this. This stuff is like for refacing your like your refrigerator or something. If you want to give the stainless steel look, it looks really nice in person too. It looks good in the camera. Looks nice in person. So yeah, a nice relaxing weekend. So I got one out. It's been taking me a while to get all these out. As I built up 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10 joystick sub-assemblies over the last couple days to make my life easier and actually go to build these things. So it takes a while to make all these, and given the 24 hours for all the glue to dry for the knob that goes over it. So here we go through this, putting these on. Yeah, so once I have this, and I just have 2 other single stick orders after this one, so I'll have some time soon to work on the wiring and test for the television. So it's good. It'll be rocking and rolling. I do have a list for people who want it first chance, and if you want to add yourself to the wait list, I'll let you know when it comes out. It'll be just email me at retro@cyberphreak.com, and that's with a PH. I'll probably put a link down below too, but yeah, you can just email me and I'll add you to the list. I think there's only maybe 4 or 5 people on the list now. Can't remember. Alright, so I'm going to pause a second and grab some parts. Okay, so grab some parts here. Keypads, overlays, and these little 3-button start select. I'm really tempted when I ran out of stock on these to either custom cut PCBs or just order a custom batch, because these things are way expensive for what they are. They're like the second or third most expensive part of the whole thing. Go figure. So they really do add up. I mean, it looks really nice, but the whole, I have to go through and cut out this one resistor, otherwise it banks them all together, and that doesn't help me at all. The switches together. So I'm almost done designing my own PCB for this assembly, and I might design a second one to make some of my wiring a little easier as well on all the controllers, so save me a little time. Even though the material costs will go up slightly, pulling labor out is always a good thing. And it'd be nice to have one that's like specific for my needs here, because I don't need all these pins here, and there's just some extra bits and gubbins I really don't need on this surprisingly pricey 3-button keypad here. I think like with shipping it's like, I don't know, it's like $7 each. It's a lot. I'm an open book here, so I'm not gonna lie. This is an expensive part for some reason. Most expensive part's the enclosure itself, followed by the joystick, and then that 3-button keypad. These are inexpensive. Buttons are about 50 cents a pop. But yeah, it all adds up. Enclosure price went up. That's the other reason I had to raise prices, unfortunately, is these enclosures went up in price. About $3, I think. So everything does add up, unfortunately. And building a dual stick is basically building 2 controllers. I was holding this up to light so I could see where I poked. Everything looks nice though. Quality's been good. Yeah, but this is it's kind of neat. Well, even though these enclosures cost a little more, the reason I had the switches, the other enclosures are like back ordered to like, I don't know, May or something like that. It's March right now. And these actually have a built-in sealing. The other ones, they had this goofy white strip I just throw out anyway. This is not IP anything. This is IPXX, I would call this. I don't claim any kind of rating in terms of the sealing of these things. That being said, this should be alright in most conditions. Alright, so this is that. It doesn't really matter what order you put everything together in. These are brand new buttons. Yeah, I've been using the same colored button, the red buttons for the 5200. I have other colored buttons in case anyone ever wants this other color. I have other colors, and most people like the red. No, to differentiate, I think I'm gonna go with blue on the Intellivision 2, and I'm not sure what to do on the Intellivision 1 yet. Either maybe a black button, that might actually look pretty slick. Black with black and the gold accent. Yeah, think about that one. So that's that. You can see how many steps go into building one of these things. Everything is screwed together. I used to 3D print these little standoffs, but I just buy them now. It's a lot more consistent and actually less expensive. to embiggen these holes just a tiny bit. I've been noticing them they're just a touch tight. So one of my favorite tools, this is a deburring tool. If you ever need to like resize a little plastic or get burrs off of metal, which is what they're originally for, it is the best tool for it. Yeah, I just want to break these edges a little bit. Because the CNC puts really, like, you can see how tight of a cut it makes. So, there's no broken edges on there. Alright, let's install these guys. Okay. Silly me, I need to put those on first. And these are nylock screws, so they have nylon inserts, so they'll back off. That way you don't need to use lock washers. You can just use little nylon screws. The other stainless steel screws, but they have a little nylon at the end of them to lock them on, so you don't have to worry about them wandering. Yeah, I think I'm gonna definitely try a first cut on my, the reason I got a CNC was so I can actually make my own printed circuit boards. You just need aluminum, copper blanks, and you can just convert your Gerber and drill files into files, your CNC G code. Which tools are they? Blue handle tool, where did you go? Or did I throw it down here? Nope, didn't throw it down there. Oh. Gray handle tool. And there's a nut driver. So what I do is I hold the top steady. I can't quite see what I'm doing here, so hold the top steady. I'll hold the screw in place and just turn the nut. That way I don't apply any torque to the nice overlay I just installed. Fuzz. Alright, same deal with this. So you put that on. My right hand's not turning, just my left hand is. So don't schmutz up anything. There we go. Nice and clicky. And the same thing for the other guy. Again, it's like building two controllers. There, this guy here. Hold you in place. Like so. Alright, make sure everything's nice. Alright, so this is the more challenging bit here, actually. So these are adhesive, but I have, of course, screw holes that go through it to hold it in place. So I have to mark them, and then I use this handy dandy adjustable hole punch here to punch holes through. This one I marked already. That has a weird sound. Doesn't matter if it gets a little mangled on the corner. It gets covered with how this works is this is my overlay holder, and it's got the notches printed in there. Weird dark spot over there. The notches for the overlays go in here. So this This lays on top of there just like that. I want potato chip. I don't like that one. Okay. That one's flat. And then I'll grab a fresh one in a second. Okay, that towards the bottom. Kind of line everything up so it looks nice. Marking tool. You can see these overlays are really cool looking. It'll take more work. Center. Looks nice. I gotta print up a jig for this one these days, so it makes it easier to mark. Alright. Same deal. And I need to grab some screws. Alright. Screws have been acquired. If you do everything right, it all lines up. Just like that. So what we do is side. You know what? I just remembered. I've been having a little issue with some adhesion on here. Yeah. I think I'll go through and do a little cutting action here. So what's been happening is when I tape to the, sorry, when I go on top of the tape here, the adhesive overlays, the silver and whatnot, the adhesive doesn't have the greatest bond, so I'm just kind of cut around this thing. I damaged that. I'm going to have to replace it. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to my controllers. I want them to look as professional as possible when they leave. So clean that backing up in a minute. That doesn't matter. A little more score. It's fine. Also, to get better adhesion. I really don't like how it's been sticking. I'm gonna have to redo the whole front of this thing. Now, I think I'm gonna pause for the night because I gotta take this thing apart and redo this front. Performance anxiety. Alright, so I'm going to go through and rip this thing apart and start over again. Like I said, I'm a bit of a perfectionist and I don't want anything hokey. So, I think I'm going to call that for the night. Like I said, the television's coming along. This I got to redo because I don't like the way it looks. That's just the way I am. Don't want to go, do they? And once they're on, they don't want to come off. Yeah, maybe I'll print a template out. That'd probably be easier. I can get better cuts than this. Yeah, that's what I'll do later. I'll print a template. Get nice clean cuts out of this thing. Yes, these things are designed to be serviceable. You can take them completely apart, put them back together again. Alright, I'm going to stop the video for tonight. It's getting late anyway. I'm tired. Like I said, I already built another controller. Why is my exposure? Oh, it doesn't like the weird changes in exposure. Oh, that's weird. I already built up a dual earlier today, so I'm getting tired and slap happy. So I'm going to build this more tomorrow night and hopefully get this shipped out soon. And then I just have a couple singles. Some of those aren't bad. And then knock on wood, I'll be working on the Intellivisions. So I'll have the Intellivision 2 done, and then I'll cut a Intellivision 1 with the black overlay and add some gold and make it look cool, and then they shall be released. So everyone, thank you for watching and have a great day.